Thanks, Mark, and it's great to see so many people come out. Obviously, when we're scared for our lives, it's easy to be motivated. I urge everybody to stay motivated. Every little bit helps. We got to stay on top of these things. We've got to remember who made this decision. Hopefully, we'll have an opportunity to make the same decision on his job very shortly. I want to send a message from Taras Natashak from the NDP. Taras is the new NDP candidate, or MPP in Essex. Taras was one of the first guys that immediately got a hold of me and said, what can we do? We need to sit down and talk about this. He reached out to us. He was able to arrange a meeting. He said, if I can get a meeting with the leader, would you be able to come down? I said, you tell me where and when, and I'll be there. He said, it's your meeting. You tell me who you want there. I said, I want the CAW there. I want OPSU there. I want the Service Employees Union there. He said, you can get all those people there? And I said, absolutely. He said, this is going to be fantastic. Andrea Horvath came to Windsor last Saturday. We drove down from Campbellville at 8 o'clock in the morning. We met with her. She met for over an hour, drove immediately to Windsor Raceway, and had a press conference and said this is wrong-headed and needs to be reversed. Unfortunately, Taras couldn't be here, but he sent his regrets. He has to be in the House today. But with people like Taras and Frank Cleese and other big members of those two parties in our corner, I really believe that we can turn this thing around. I think that the Liberal government underestimated the fight in this dog. I think that they thought we were a bunch of hillbillies that were going to go away, and that's not going to happen. The public pressure is getting onto the Liberal government. The NDP and the Conservatives have been asking a question every single day in the House about horse racing, at least one. I was there yesterday. We met with probably 30 MPPs through the day, and we had a reception later that evening, invited them to come and speak with us informally. And we had a little lady there from Georgian Downs, Rosemary Shelswell, who's got an inoperable brain tumor. She's not allowed to drive her car, but she can walk out to the barn and be involved in the horse racing industry, and that's what keeps her going. And Garfield Dunlop asked the Minister of Agriculture, or the Minister of Education, excuse me, last week she was quoted as saying, this agreement only helps out a few wealthy racetrack owners. And Garfield said, is that still your position today? Do you still think that this agreement only benefits a few wealthy racetrack owners? She deferred the question over to the Minister of Finance, Dwight Duncan, and he got up and did his little song and dance about how they're making the tough right decisions for Ontario. We're here to tell he's making the wrong decisions for Ontario. So Garfield said, I've got horse people up in the audience here today. He said, I got Rosemary Shelswell, and he told her story. And Dwight got up and he started to speak to the speaker. And everybody in the gallery on the opposite side of the Liberals said, turn around and talk to Rosemary. And he didn't have the guts to look her in the eyes and talk to her. Dwight Duncan should be ashamed of this decision he's made. He's turned his back on Windsor. Remember the next election. Remember who made this decision. We can take his job. Just in closing, I just want to say that I feel like a crisis center at the OHA office, and I try to make time for everybody, and I try to answer all the calls and answer all the emails. Believe me, there will be nothing left of me. I'll go into this fight 100%. There will be nothing left for me to give at the end of this, whether win or lose. Keep up the fight. Every little bit helps. Phone your NDP members, phone your PC members, phone your Liberal members. Go to Dwight's house, knock on his door, ask him to say how he's getting along. We need to put the pressure on them. We're having a rally, on Monday at Queen's Park from 11 to 1. PCs, NDPs will be out there en masse to support us. We've got people coming from the quarter horses, the thoroughbreds, racetrack owners, municipal leaders, mayors. It's going to be huge. I encourage everybody that can get there to try and be there. The numbers are going to see, I want to see that lawn filled. Hopefully we can get it done. There's going to be trucks and trailers. There's going to be people with hay driving around Queen's Park. It's going to be a huge statement, and the Liberal government is going to have to, at some point, answer to all of us. Keep up the fight. We'll keep up the fight. We'll win this thing.
Okay. Okay, now, when I start